This is the ETBU Sportsnet Coaches Show. I'm Kenneth Cohen. Today we're talking with head women's basketball coach Edsel Hamilton. Coach Hamilton, you got 3 games for Thanksgiving week. Starting off with tomorrow, you'll be heading down to Sherman to take on Austin College. Give us a preview of that.
Well, they're a good team. We gotten to watch them. They've played 3 games already. We've only played 1. This is kind of how our schedule worked out. So they played their first game against UT Dallas and got beat pretty bad, but we know UT Dallas is really good, and you know they had a little bit of a down year last year, but they're back and just as good as they've been over the last few years this year, and they kind of shot the lights out in that game too. I think they hit 7 or 8 threes in the first quarter. So Austin College kind of got down early and just kind of weren't able to recover. But the other 2 games that they played this weekend over at a tournament in Jackson at Millsaps against Millsaps and Hendricks, you know, those went more their way. They played well in those games. We watched both of those, and they won both of those games. So, you know, they're a different type of team than Centenary that we've played already. They're a little bigger across the board. They got pretty good size, and they've got good fundamental players. You know, and so we're going to have our hands full with them. So it's going to be a totally different type of team than we've played, but I think it'll be a little more like the 2 teams that we're going to play this weekend.
And speaking of those 2 teams, you'll be heading to Southwestern to take part in the Southwestern Classic. Starting off this weekend, the first game against Southwestern at 4 p.m. Give us a preview of that.
Yeah, I haven't got to watch them a ton yet. I've been really focused on Austin College early this week. So other than just some little clips where I'm trying to download the games and then just kind of skimming through them to make sure that the whole game's on there. So yeah, we'll play them Saturday. We'll play Texas Lutheran on Sunday. I think Southwestern's got a couple girls back from last year that played a lot. You know, I know their post player was a freshman last year, Tori Caraway. She was a freshman last year, and we played them in the first game of the year. So you know, it's hard for freshmen to really have a huge impact that early. And you know, she's gotten comfortable, and she's leading them in scoring right now, and she's a good player. And they've got another girl back that had a really good game against us, Olivia Poderis. Put up, I think, 29 or 30 or something in our first game against them last year. And, you know, she hasn't gotten off to that kind of a start so far this year, but we know she's dangerous. So they're going to be a good team to play against. And then Texas Lutheran took us to the wire last year and beat us in overtime. And you know, they were hard to guard. They did a lot of dribble penetration stuff. We fouled a lot in that game, and that's going to be something that we got to work on. We haven't done really well with that so far this year. So, you know, we got our hands full this weekend. But I think all 3 games, if we play as well as we can play, if we play to our potential, I think we're very capable of winning all 3. But again, with such a young team, it's the big question of, is everybody going to play well all at the same time, and are we all going to play together at the same time? So if we do that, we'll be in good shape. But if we're a little up and down, we're going to have our hands full.
All right, Coach, thanks for talking to us on the ETBU Sportsnet.